Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. This is KBM, your host of This is Africa. And today we have a very special guest all the way from Nigeria with the YouTube channel called AarengaTV, a gentleman that has a lot of content on his channel, a gentleman that has a lot of unique content, in my opinion, shows the positive sides of Africa. And without further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself. And this is AarengaTV. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and you?
I'm doing very good. I can't complain.
Okay, or should I even start by saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world? This is Arenga, live and direct.
Okay. So everybody, like I was saying, this gentleman has very unique content, in my opinion. Definitely needs more people to watch his content to discover this man because he's doing a lot out there. I'm going to be asking him some questions that I usually, as you know, I ask questions that other people don't ask. So that's one of my niches. So first question, which is a general question, where in Nigeria did you grow up?
Yes, I grew up in Shomolu, Lagos.
Okay, and are you still in Lagos now?
Yes, I'm still very much in Lagos. That's my base, Lagos City,
Oh,
Lagos State.
okay, okay. So, professionally speaking, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a teacher by profession. I'm a filmmaker, an actor, and a movie producer. I'm also a travel vlogger and a YouTuber. I started, being a travel vlogger while, taking children on excursion from the school where I teach to different parts of the world.
Okay, okay. So, your video productions are very well done, funny, and overall entertaining. What I like best about your videos are the areas in which you promote Africa in the positive light. What motivates you to do this when so many on YouTube find it difficult to promote Africa in a positive way?
Well, that's a good question. Let me start by saying that, this is Africa, just like the title of your channel is. And Africa is a continent that is well, enriched and endowed with a lot of things that are yet to be tapped. And I have noticed that, in most cases, people talk about the negative side of Africa. But to me, I felt no, there are two sides to a coin. So why don't I just go through, the positive side? And even there's no way you will not find the bad side as well. But I took it up as a responsibility to address some of these issues that we are facing in Africa.
Okay, very, very well said. I do appreciate your hard work at that.
My mission is to project the positive side of the great continent and also address some of the issues facing African nations. Thank you.
So, my next question, let me start off at the end of some of your videos, you leave off with a message, and I quote, "My message is to protect the positive side of the great continent." And I also address some of the issues facing African nations. How did you decide what type of content you were going to showcase on YouTube and why?
Oh well, like I said to you, that there are a lot of untapped things that need, to be projected to the world, and there are many things that some people, many people do not even know about Africa. So these are things that I do research on, and that is why if you watch my videos, I try as much as I can to, meet the locals, stay with them. I don't really stay in luxury hotels, but I try as much as I can to stay with, the locals, so that I can get the facts and the real things that I need to get from them to showcase to the world. So I just felt, okay, well, it is better for me to go. If you see some of the videos that I've done, maybe outside the country as well in West Africa, I go to the locals.
Right.
So that's just it.
Okay, so in your videos, you say, I remain your G Arenga. What does the G stand for?
Yeah, the G stands for, when I say I remain your G, Arenga, the G stands for being a guy. I remain your guy, I remain your body, and so on and so on. So it depends. So it's just I remain your G. That's in G-E-E. I remain your guy, Arenga.
Okay, okay. So at least that right there is no longer a mystery. So thank you for addressing that. And okay, so I
You
wondered
were,
that myself quite a few times. So all right, tell us about your travel vlogging into some of the West African countries. I see you have been to Togo, Benin, and Ghana. Where else have you been? Because you said you've been to a lot of countries. Where else have you been?
yes, in Africa, mm, yeah, let me just say, okay, in West Africa, I've been to the ones that you just mentioned, Togo, Benin, and Ghana. But aside from that, excursion has taken me to many countries, and one of the countries, is Kenya. I've been to Kenya,
Oh,
even
really?
more than, yeah, I've been to Kenya more than 5 times. Let me say, yeah, more
Is
than
is that
five times.
is that on your channel?
No, 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 no. It's not on my. Even before I started, creating a YouTube content. So I've been to many. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Mexico. I've been to the UK. I've been to, many European countries like that. So,
So
but then I was not documenting it, as I was not going as a YouTuber. I was going as as an excursion coordinator from the school where I teach.
okay, so you got some world traveling under your belt.
Yeah.
Mexico is one of the countries you don't hear a lot of people bring up unless you're in America going to Mexico. So,
Okay.
uh, real quick, how did you find Mexico? How did you like that?
Well, I went there on an invitation, which has to do with the cultural festival that they usually organize in Zacatecas.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
very nice and welcoming people.
Yeah.
That's just the
Yeah.
way I see it.
Kenya, in some ways, reminded me of Mexico. I haven't been to Mexico in many years, but when I first went to Kenya, that kind of reminded me of Mexico. Yeah. So very warm people, very inviting.
Exactly.
The culture, the family unit, everything is very important in Mexico, just like it
Exactly.
is in Kenya. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so in Ghana, I've also seen you meet up with Nappy Briggs and Niai. How did you three meet up?
Yeah. Initially, it's like whenever I want to travel to any place or any country, I usually try to search for the YouTubers, in the country. So I contacted Nappy Briggs and some other YouTubers there, and they gave me a very nice and good reception, and said, okay, whenever I get to Ghana, we guys we have to do something together. So it was not only Niayi and Nappy Briggs. I also worked with Keso and Prank Africa.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Yes, I work with Prank Africa. I did some videos with Prank Africa, Keso, Nappy Briggs, and Niayi. They are all wonderful people.
Yes, yes, they are. I've actually done one interview with NIE quite a few months ago.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
okay, so what do you ultimately hope to achieve with your content?
Like I usually say at the end of my videos during the tour to West African countries, I said my mission is to project the good image, the positive side of African countries and address the issues that African countries are facing. So, and I'm sure I'm achieving that now. For you to have been able to, notice what I'm doing, it shows that gradually I'm achieving it, and people are, getting to know the reason why they need to visit Africa.
Right, and you bring up a very good point there at the end. Why they need to visit Africa. I mean, when I first came to Africa, I realized that people in Africa were like me. So growing up in the United States, I carried some certain types of values, and I felt like I was by myself. Little did I know, I carried the same values as most Africans. And when I went there, I was shocked. You know what I mean? I was absolutely shocked. So, but yeah, Africa is definitely not for everybody. But
Yeah.
everybody definitely could visit Africa and definitely check it out. Get your own opinion. I do know, and I'm sure you know as well, that a lot of people come to Africa on a vacation to get whatever experience they want to get, and they still leave with a negative mindset. But the fact is, they cannot deny that they had some experience that made them feel good about themselves, made them feel good about the place. That's undeniable because Africa will do that to you. Even if you're an absolutely negative person, it'll still do that to you to some degree.
But can I ship in something, please?
Sure, go ahead.
There's this thing that I used to tell people. I used to say that in every country you visit, you have good people and you have bad people.
Hmm.
Yeah, we might have bad leaders and whatever, some bad people, but that doesn't mean that we have to generalize it that, oh, Africa is bad and we keep saying negative things about Africa. Do you understand? So everywhere you go, if you are a good traveler and you've been to many places, you know what I'm talking about. As we speak, that there are some Western countries where you have good people. Oh, they are good. They are that. Yet some of us that are real travelers, we still face some challenges. Which though it's minimal over there. You understand what I'm saying? It's minimal over there. But anyway, we just need to know that it is not that Africa is that bad completely. So, and that's the reason why I'm trying my best to make sure that I project the positive side of Africa countries to the world.
Well, you're definitely, like I said, you're definitely doing a good job, and I know the work is can be hard at times, but I also know it can be very
Sure.
rewarding. So my next question for you is: it appears that you have a working camera crew. Is that all the time, or just certain projects?
Well, let me say, will I say, yeah, it's all the time because I have a production house
Okay.
and it's not something that I can do alone. And like I said to you, that I'm a filmmaker as well. So I have a production house. So the production house have always been there, with me all the time. And if you watch most of my videos, you see us going, like in two, three, and so on and so forth. So I have that all the time.
Okay, and some of your Nigeria videos you're filming in the countryside. How do you decide what to film, and what are some of the challenges?
I do get these questions most of the time, and even some of my colleagues that see, some of my videos, they do ask me how do I go about it. I know it's not easy filming in Africa. And the main issue is simply because most of our people do not really understand what YouTube is and what we do on YouTube. So it is now that we are trying to enlighten them, to let them know that all these things we are doing is to promote, the country and the continent at large. So there are some places you go to, you'll be told, "Oh, don't the place, don't bring. I don't want you to. I don't want you to cover me. I don't want to appear in any of your videos." Blah blah blah. But later on, when you talk to them, you make them see reason why you are doing this. Oh, some of them will, you will not. They will give in everything that they have to be part of your production. And where some are adamant, they are so bent on changing, from their decision that they don't want to be part of it. So it's vice versa. But at the end, you just have to be friendly. You have to come down to their level for them to understand the reason why you are doing what you are doing.
Okay. So, are you planning to expand on your vlogging to other African countries, which it's kind of obvious, but if so, which ones?
Well, uh, it's not that easy, and all these things cost fortune. So I have in mind this year, 2021, to continue with the African tour. But I really don't know because I didn't finish Ghana. I didn't finish Ghana tour. I still have some places to visit there. And perhaps from Ghana, I wish to, move on to Burkina Faso and so on and so forth. So it depends. But before the end of this year, I will definitely I will go to about, let me say, 3 or 4 more African countries. But right now I'm still doing some projects within my country because I need to, you know, go around my country. If I want to do that, I want to go around the country, all the states, and tourist sites that people can come over to visit whenever they come to Nigeria. So that's the main thing now that I'm doing. But I hope I might not be able to finish all the 36 states. I've been to like 7 now, but I hope by the end of the year I will have been able to cover, many states. Likewise, going to some few African countries.
Okay, okay. So I'm definitely looking forward to those. I think there's not really been too much of filming within the country of Nigeria, especially. So congratulations to you and the other Nigerian vloggers out there doing what they're doing.
Thank you.
I've been told that it can be extremely hard to pull out a
Sure,
camera phone in Nigeria without getting some resistance,
sure.
especially in crowded areas. So again, I appreciate everything that you're doing and what they're doing. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Next question for you is: have you ever been asked to film events for government or private agencies?
For government, will I say yes? Let me say, okay, just once, and that will be December. That's Ekiti State government, but not that official, not that official per se. Not that official per se, but I would just say that the involvement of the senior special assistant to the governor of Ekiti State in Nigeria on tourism development was a little bit involved, but it's not formal. So,
Okay.
but other, personal agencies, yes, I've done 1 or 2 like that.
Okay. I guess without saying the agency's names, like what type of event were you filming for them?
And, sometimes because I'm into film production and event coverage, so some do come, invite me to cover maybe events like, wedding, documentary, or maybe all these NGO,
Hmm.
um, burial ceremony, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Okay. So for everybody that's watching, I'm going to put all his contact information for all his social media down in the description box. So everybody make sure that if you're going to Nigeria and you'd like to hire his crew for a film shoot, go ahead and get in contact with him. So he definitely has a crew, definitely has a production house. So, and I've seen a lot of his content, so it's very high quality.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. To get off into the next question, like you're starting to do a lot of drone flying. So when did you start flying drones?
Well, actually, I'm not that expert on flying drones. I just believe in division of labor, but it's not that I can't fly drone. I've flew drone once or twice, even more than that. But I have a crew and I have people that do that for me. So,
Okay.
but just once in a while, and I feel like when I feel like okay, I need to do something. Let me just change my style. So I do fly the drone. So it started when we were about to embark on the first leg of the West African tour. That's 2019 June. I have the video on the this thing when my first time of flying drone is on my YouTube channel. You can search for it. You see that, and that was when I even did the unboxing of my drone and the camera. That's the GoPro 7 then.
Okay. Okay. So now that we're talking about gear, for all your camera gear, do you buy in Nigeria or do you have it shipped into the country?
Yes, I have most of the. Let me say all, not even most. All my gears shipped in from the USA.
So now when it comes to, like, this wasn't part of the questions, but this is just a segue from that.
Okay.
So when you're bringing in products into Nigeria, so are you ordering from like B&H Photo or Amazon and then having it shipped to Nigeria?
No, actually, I have some family members in the US that do usually go to the store or order from either yes Amazon and so on and so forth, and they send it through a special courier service like DHL and so on and so forth. So that's how I get my gears.
Okay, and is the shipping quite expensive?
Very expensive.
Very
Very
expensive.
expensive.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
All right. So my next question for you: who are some of the content creators you're planning to work with for the year of 2021?
Well, many content some let me say a few content creators have contacted me through watching some of my videos, and they are planning of coming to Nigeria to do one or two collaborations with me, and to me I am ready to work with anybody. I don't
Okay.
care what you have, either zero subscriber or whatever, but if you share the same passion with me, I'm ready to work with you.
Okay, so you definitely pointed that out. You clarified that. So we do have a lot of people that are coming into Africa with a negative mindset or a hidden agenda, and they first come off as being somebody that wants to do the same thing you're doing, and then you find out later that's not what they're about. It's unfortunate. We do have a lot of those people out there that are doing that, and I'm not going to name any names, but everybody that's collabing with people, try to just check out their channel, make sure they're on
Yeah,
the up and up, watch more than one video, because a lot of times you'll watch a couple videos and think this person is good, and then you collab with them and you find out later
sure.
you wish you never collabed with them at all. So
You're right.
I'm glad you clarified that because that's, to me personally and professionally, that's very important.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what do you like most about what you do?
Like I said, what I do has become part of my hobby, and that satisfaction is there because it's something that I love doing. So I'm fulfilled to be a travel vlogger and a YouTuber.
Hmm. Okay. And what do you like least about what you do?
What do I like least?
if there's anything.
Just challenges of shooting in Africa. Let me put it that way. Yeah.
Can you give us one example?
You know, because of what you said earlier, that some people they do come to Africa to they pretend as if they are in Africa to do the right thing, and thereafter, when they leave, they turn it to be negative projects. So, and I guess that's the reason why some Africans they're a little bit skeptical, responding to anybody that is holding a camera, because they feel like, oh, you might turn into something else and change the whole story. So that is really affecting someone like us as well. Like me, I always find it difficult. I have to sit them down and talk to them, you know, try to, change their orientation concerning it. It's by and by, I think we will get there. And I can see we are getting there gradually.
Okay, okay. So that's a lot of good information. I do thank you for all the questions. We're about to wrap this up, but do you have any last words for the audience that you'd like to say that we did not already cover?
Well, there's nothing much to say rather than for everyone to know that Africa is a place for you to be. Wherever you are, if you have not been to Africa, in fact, you've not been to anywhere. Honestly, your experience as a human is not complete without visiting Africa. That's all I have to say.
That's very beautiful, very beautiful. Again, I
Okay.
appreciate that, and you're one of many that I admire on the YouTube space as well as other platforms where people are not
Thank
even
you.
using YouTube. So thank you very much for coming to the interview. Again, everybody,
Well,
if you're looking to check out his videos, please do subscribe to him, like, share, comment at his YouTube channel. And you have IG, don't you?
yes, I do have IG, Arenga TV.
Okay, okay. So I'll gather all that up and I'll put it in the description box. Again, thank you everybody for coming in. This is KBM, Kenyan by Marriage, your host of This is Africa. And on that note, we're out.
Thank you.
Redeeming the image of Africa all over the world.